Hi everyone, I'm Sarah and welcome to our chat today. We're thrilled to have you here as we dive into an interesting culinary topic. I recently faced a bit of a challenge while making one of my family's favorites, a wholesome veggie-packed bread pudding for a community potluck. When I went to pick up whole wheat bread, there was none available. I was preparing the dish to promote healthy eating using local ingredients. Whole wheat bread, rich in fiber and nutrients, is my go-to for its earthy flavor and nutritional benefits. Besides bread pudding, I use it for hearty sandwiches and as a base for bruschetta. In California, whole wheat bread is quite popular, especially for those who enjoy health-conscious balanced meals. Faced with this shortage, I got creative. Instead of just replacing the bread with another type, I decided to make my own blend. I used rolled oats, flax seeds, and almond flour to create a nutritious base, then mixed in a touch of honey and a bit of yeast to simulate the texture and flavor of whole wheat bread. It was a bit of an experiment, but it worked wonderfully. The dish turned out great, and everyone loved the unique twist.
Sarah, that's such a cool solution. Your veggie bread pudding sounds amazing. I love the idea of using oats and almond flour. It's innovative and makes the dish even more wholesome. I might have to try this twist in my baking recipes.
Wow, Sarah, you really turned a tricky situation into an opportunity for creativity. I'm impressed. The blend you came up with sounds not only resourceful but also delicious. In my food truck, we might just incorporate some of those elements in our bread-based dishes.
Sarah, I love your inventive spirit. Making your own mix must have added such a personal touch to the dish. It reminds me of the times I've had to improvise on the farm, using what's available to create something new and exciting. I bet your community appreciated the effort and love you put into it.
That's fantastic, sir. You didn't just find a solution, you enhanced the dish. As someone who loves experimenting in the kitchen, I appreciate your creative approach. This reminds me of my own kitchen adventures, where improvisation led to some of my best recipes.
When buying whole wheat bread, I always check for a high fiber content. It's key for maintaining good digestion and adds to the heartiness of the bread. On the farm, I'd use it for simple, nutritious breakfasts, like toast with fresh farm butter. Always ensure it's genuinely whole grain and not just colored brown with additives.
I agree, Jennifer. For me, it's crucial that the bread has a good, chewy texture. This is especially important for my food truck where the bread needs to hold up under hearty toppings without getting soggy. I also look for fresh, nutty aroma that indicates high-quality grains.
Absolutely, Maya. I focus on the ingredient list, ensuring it's free from unnecessary additives and preservatives. In my baking for the sauce, I prefer whole wheat bread that's as natural as possible, complementing the fresh, local ingredients I use.
Great points, everyone. I also look for a well-balanced flavor profile. Not too sweet, with a slight tang from natural fermentation if possible. This balance is essential for my gourmet sandwiches and adds depth to the overall taste experience.
Those are excellent criteria. Additionally, I watch out for a good crust. A nicely browned, firm crust indicates proper baking and enhances the texture of dishes, like my bread pudding. It's a small detail but makes a big difference in the final product.
In Florida, an alternative I use is Cuban bread. It's a staple here and has a unique, slightly sweet flavor. It's not as dense as whole wheat, but it works well in pressed sandwiches and can hold up under heavy fillings.
I often turn to sourdough when whole wheat is unavailable. In Washington, it's quite popular due to our love for artisanal breads. Sourdough's tangy flavor and chewy texture make it a great substitute, especially in rustic, hearty dishes.
On the farm, we sometimes use cornbread as a substitute. It's more crumbly and has a different flavor profile, but it's a southern staple that pairs beautifully with savory spreads and stews, adding a touch of nostalgia to meals.
When whole wheat is scarce, I opt for multi-grain bread. In New York, we appreciate the diverse textures and flavors of different grains. It adds a complex, nutty taste to dishes and provides a variety of nutrients.
I've used rye bread as an alternative. It has a robust, slightly sour flavor that works well in my bread puddings and pairs nicely with both sweet and savory toppings. Rye's density and hearty nature make it a versatile substitute in California's health-focused cuisine. To wrap up, we've had such a rich discussion. I shared my creative solution for whole wheat bread shortage in my veggie bread pudding, and you all gave wonderful feedback and ideas. We covered key criteria for choosing whole wheat bread and explored some great alternatives from Cuban to sourdough to cornbread. Thanks, everyone, for your fantastic insights. Thanks for joining us today, everyone. We hope you enjoyed our chat and found some useful tips for your own kitchen adventures. See you next time.